Coming into the season, everyone looked to Ferrari to challenge Max Verstappen and Red Bull's title reign. But 2 races into the new season, they find themselves behind not only Red Bull, but Mercedes and Aston Martin as well. Tempers are rising from within the team, Charles Leclerc in particular, as they scramble for ways to achieve the goals they've set out for themselves this season. But will they actually be able to execute moving forward? Here's the latest scoop on what's happening in Ferrari. Charles Leclerc achieved the 2nd fastest qualifying time, but Ferrari had to install a 3rd power unit in his car this weekend, exceeding their allocation, resulting in a 10-place penalty that pushed him down to 12th place at the start of the Grand Prix. Leclerc's pursuit of the championship in 2020 was derailed by strategy and reliability problems, making it a frustrating start to the year for him. These issues have not been fully resolved, despite the appointment of Fred Vasseur as the new team principal, replacing Mattia Binotto. Leclerc had to refute rumors of him requesting a meeting at Maranello with Ferrari president John Elkann to discuss the concerning Bahrain GP performance, prior to entering a frustrating Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. The Monegasque finished 7th in the race and had a heated exchange with Ferrari engineers, where he said, "Being behind like this is really, I don't know what to do." The tension between him and the team was further emphasized in one particular conversation during the race when team engineer Xavier Marcos Padros told him, "Try to push from safety car line 1. Lewis Hamilton just pitted." Leclerc responded in anger, saying, "Xavi, you need to tell me that before." Xavi's reply, "Copy." Leclerc, "No, but come on." While talking to Sky Sports F1 after the race, Leclerc said, "Once I got within a 1.5 seconds to Carlos, it was very difficult to get closer than that. The pace difference wasn't big enough. I did a small mistake when I was within DRS, and then when I lost it, that was it. I just stayed there. It's like this. Honestly, I don't think there was much more anyway in the car today. We just need to work to find some pace." And when talking about how much work needs to be done for them to be able to compete for the championship, he said, "A lot. Really, a lot." When asked to specify, he compared themselves to Red Bull, stating, "Straight line, they are quicker, and corners, they are quicker, so a bit of everything." Leclerc currently holds the 8th position in the driver's standings with only 6 points to his credit, as he had to retire from the season opener in Bahrain due to a power unit problem. Ferrari is currently in 4th place in the Constructors' Championship, lagging 61 points behind the leading team Red Bull, with both Aston Martin and Mercedes holding higher positions. Carlos Sainz believes that Ferrari's lackluster showing towards the end of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix highlights their deficiency in race pace, indicating that they are not the 2nd fastest team. Sainz finished 6th, trailing Red Bull's Sergio Perez by 36 seconds, with teammate Charles Leclerc finishing 1 position behind him. When asked about Mercedes' speed in Jeddah, Sainz shared his thoughts with Sky Sports F1 after the race. "And we thought we were quick, even after quali, with Charles' lap that I think he did a brilliant lap, and I struggled. We thought in race pace we were going to be okay, and today we were not okay. So work to do, development to come, but unfortunately we need time to bring these developments, and until they come, this is what we have. I think the last stint on the hard, we had 2 cars falling back, so it proves we still need to bring some upgrades." At first, the team attributed the severe tire wear to the harsh conditions of the Bahrain circuit. However, during the final stage of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, both SF23 cars struggled to gain any ground on hard tires, leading Sainz to conclude that the car's pace deficiency is more fundamental than initially assumed. He said, "The last stint on the hard tires proves that we are not where we want to be, that we still drag more than the Mercedes, that we still drag more than the Aston Martins. We lack a bit of race pace." Ferrari had anticipated being the 2nd fastest team behind Red Bull at the fast-paced Saudi street circuit, due to the SF23's low-drag aero concept and top speed advantage in Bahrain. However, the actual performance left Sainz feeling surprised, and he now believes that upgrading the car, rather than making simple setup adjustments, will be necessary to compete against drivers like Perez and Verstappen. Upon looking back, Sainz had this to say about the race. "I'm a bit surprised because after Friday and before the weekend, I thought that we had a chance of being the second force here in Jeddah. But I think that last stint on the hard proves that we still have a lot of work to do, that we have a weakness in the race, and that we need to wait for the developments to come to see if we can improve that weakness." Sainz acknowledged Ferrari's slow start in 2023 compared to their impressive start in 2022, and stated that the team can no longer attribute their underwhelming performance in Bahrain to the circuit. Instead, Sainz noted that the SF23 is causing excessive tire wear, regardless of whether the car is in clean or dirty air. "I think this is key, which it's unfortunate, but it's key to know that. Right now, we're not where we want to be in terms of race pace, in terms of car in general, the balance, even in dirty air following. We just struggled a bit, and if we already overheat the tires in clean air, then imagine following. We just eat them alive. We need clean air to produce some kind of decent lap times. We know exactly our weaknesses. This is positive. Now, obviously, we cannot do magic to bring the developments early, but I know the team is pushing flat out to bring them, and this will improve our race pace, for sure." Frederic Vasseur is currently seeking solutions to the team's lack of pace, which has fallen short of their expectations. Despite joining the team during the winter break, Vasseur was aware of the challenges that lay ahead of him. Although the team's poor performance in the first 2 races of the season cannot be attributed to the new boss, Vasseur is diligently working towards identifying the issues and improving the situation. He told Sky Sports F1, "The most difficult in my business after a race like this is to understand what is going well and what is not. We have positive points, but we need a step on the reliability. Even the first stint of the race we can be happy with, but the race was based on the last stint, and clearly we did not have the pace. In the tire management, we were a bit conservative, but it's only a matter of 1 or 2 tenths, nothing to do with the gap we had today. We need to understand the lack of performance, and it's not the tire management. When it's not going well, we need to be clear and honest with ourselves that the pace was not what we expected." As you can see, Ferrari has some catching up to do. The good news for them is that the season is still young, but they have to get it right fast, because Red Bull is looking even more powerful now than they were last year. Do you think they'll figure it out soon? Let us know down in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching.